Titans, gargantuan humanoid creatures that has no respect for personal, or more accurately, national boundaries. How mentally scarred do you think the children will be if they took one look at their window only to see this? Has anime really pushed the boundaries of age rating as of late? Or did Isayama really just made an entire race full of sex offenders? Today, we're exploring, should Titans wear pants? Titans eat, and so did we. After a quick breakfast, we decided to immediately head out to avoid the afternoon weekend jam and head over to the best possible lore-accurate source we could get to. Only we got lost. In all honesty, I would have loved to check out this wooden Millennium Falcon, but behold! I mean, do you even see these intricate details put into this illustration? But even though these were made specifically for the sole purpose of this exhibition, these double images serve a trippy purpose that make me do triple takes over and over. Right from the get-go, in the front gates, the main trio were there to greet us, their past, present, and future.
今から100年以上前、人類のほとんどは巨人に食い尽くされ、だが、ある日突然、その平和は破られた。全くの間違いであることを知る。壁の外には1800年にわたって巨人を殺戮兵器として利用する広大な人間社会が存在していた。君の人生を始めよう。それがどんなに残酷な世界でも君は戻れない。
Eventually, we encountered a fork in the corridor that gave us something we don't get much in everyday life. A choice. Though it was a tough one. Since it might alter the experience of the entire exhibition, we all agreed to disagree that we'd go out the way we came in, just in case it altered our experience for the whole event. I, of course, had to start with the red one. Official manuscripts and illustrations littered the wall from Aaron's perspective, where he saw the entire world crumbling around him. Poor guy. For him, the walls were his world. But it turns out we didn't actually have to go back out because... This is the illusion of free will right here. But hey, let's pretend it didn't happen and let this be an authentic visual novel experience. Onto the blue door. Over on the blue door, we instead have Reiner's perspective. As Titan shifters, both him and Annie have no problem taking down some measly opponent a tenth of their size. Of course, we can't forget the main unit of measurement, but more on that later. Tatakoi. This isn't the biggest JoJo reference, I don't know what is. Actually, it seems like the majority of this exhibition seems to be based on these two having an altercation, with this punch being the moment in particular. Of course, we can't forget the most important Titans of all, the anime intro Titans. Seriously though, what contraption suspended them high enough to be able to fall like this in a skydiver's position face first? Being lost in all this, I almost forgot the reason why we're here. So I took out my measuring tape, time to go to work. As you can see from this official illustration, 10 meters in the manga scales to 6 centimeters in real life. For a colossal titan to be wearing average boxers, that means those boxers have to be 15 meters in length and width. Even in this panel with the perspective and foreshortening, the titan's childbearing hips doesn't differ too much from the model sheet. And so with the units of measurements in place, I moved on to our first official titan, the Armored Titan. Taking in his measurements and the fact that he's about to fight Eren, I can conclude that if he was going to put on some pants, it would have been at least 10 meters long. And not just any pants, spandex! Oh yeah! Now for the anime intro titans, some are too high up to reach, even with my height. So I chose the middle one as an average for the rest of his kin, and he measured up to 13 meters worth of fabric. In case some wear and tear happens during the impact, something skin tight might be uncomfortable. So some looser sports pants might do the trick to feel a little tickle of the breeze between your legs as you plummet down. And now we have Eren. His size is more or less the same as the Armor Titan, but instead of something skin tight, he should have some looser pants, especially with all the maneuvering that he's going to be doing to keep the Titans at bay. Yeah, alright. Stop staring already. This wall that we got next to us shows every Titan that ever existed, which, to be fair, there are a lot of, but considering the show ran for a couple of seasons, I sorta expected to see way more. By the way, the camera's focus is all over the place due to the lighting, so feel free to take a pause and look at the descriptions. Funnily enough, we actually have a Hawaiian version that's narrated in Japanese. A gut feeling of mine is that they custom made this in order to fit this exhibition specifically. And my god, is it nothing but perfect. As always, we gotta appreciate the work that goes into making these handmade props and decor. If there are two things that I regret during this trip, it's that I didn't take the time to actually take in Isayama's sketches and appreciate them. Because we are time constrained to a 2-hour time slot per rotation. And while it does suck, at least I get to look at it now. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Oh, what's the other thing you ask? Maybe that's not my regret. Not Aaron's. Not Reiner's. But yours. Because you're not subscribed yet. So consider subscribing. Really appreciate it. Now enjoy.
Si Adrian sama Evan belum nyentuh, ke-spoil banyak banget dari manuskrip originalnya. Tatakoi, 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 tatakoi.
All these Titans need to wear pants. Especially that one. Oi?
ラストシーン、こういう絵面が描きたいられてて、小さなボールが足にこう合わせるのがすごく大変。そういう経験だったんですよ。
This is a spoiler.
Masih WIP, belum finish, not final, not finalized yet. Masih aman.
The best spoiler.
Of course, we couldn't help but have our own little fun by trying to translate their names via Google image search function. And knowing Google's Japanese to English translation, yep.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh bener,
Mikasa bener. Bener banget itu Ellen
Kielstein. Rough as these sketches are, you gotta remember that they left one hell of a legacy.
Gua udah nggak kepikiran gacha gitu itu.
Gacha gamer ya.
Diskon 17%.
17 Agustus pindah.
punya Isayama itu bakal dapat spoiler langsung dari auto. Sorry jangan diginiin. Kalau tadi lu kelar nonton kitab ini Isayama ada spoiler langsung dari belakang.
And for those of you who want to be remembered getting stepped on, there's this conveniently placed Levi right next to the restroom.
Isinya sama. Biar MISB.
To wrap up the day, we find ourselves in a weeb bar. And to those of you asking where the Nikki content is, this is not their iPad, by the way. Evan immediately got the second-hand experience of getting his waifus touched by his friends. Even after spending lots of money gachaing set characters, LB treating them, their alternate outfits, and maxing out their affection levels, they still choose to respond to everybody else instead of himself.
Oh shit!
Video apaan aja?
What the fuck? What the fuck? Aku baru tahu game bokep.
Makanya ini apa-apaan? Udah. Woi, dua dimensi satu. Udah.
Bagus banget aja. Lagi.
Aduh.
Kemarin yakin mana?
Jangan banyak-banyak bisa di-show.
Lihat. Bagus banget aja. Lihat airnya dari atas kemana? Gue lihat deh. Perhatian. Lihat bokep. Lihat airnya.
Not gonna lie, this is the closest thing I've ever seen to an NTR, if I do say so myself.
Sobatlah kalian yang mulia. Main pelacur.
Game bokep.
Ini pantesan nih gacha penghasilannya gede banget.
Yes, indeed, Kevin. I completely agree with you. And with this whole event wrapped up, I guess it's fair to say it's finally time to watch Attack on Titan, Episode 1.